but up to a point, you could see, you get away with a lot of shit. I see so much racist shit on Twitter now that I never saw before. Like openly racist.
Really?
Openly racist.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you see people chiming in that agree with it, and it's like, wow.
And then people chime in that disagree.
Yep.
And those voices are all heard, and there's a place for all of them.
Yeah, and you just have to know that people do think certain ways. You know, even if you don't like it, you have to know that people do think certain ways, and the answer to bad speech is not silencing speech. It's better speech. It's more compelling.
But you need to have a place where it can exist in order for there to be speech to even be consumed.
Right. And there was no place before he took over Twitter.
And that's the thing, that the pendulum, the shift that we were talking about, where it's like you have these pieces that came out that we thought were news. Now we see them as hit pieces.
Right.
And I think kids that are growing up with all this information and disinformation and misinformation, all this shit, I think that for us it's a little bit more difficult, but for them, they will have the ability to discern and understand that they have to do a little bit more research.
Yeah.
I think we get caught victim of it like old women when they get a phone call from some Nigerian prince and they need 10,000.
Right.
That's us with news now. And we're like, wait a minute, fake things can exist?
Right.
But I think the kids are going to grow up going, oh yeah, everything's fake. You just got to do some more research and figure it out.
Yeah.
I hope. That's my hope.
Well, enough kids listen to podcasts, which is what really bothers people, that they're getting their information from people like us.
Well, they have to.
People like us don't have to lie.
Yeah.
We have zero incentive to lie.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about these things, like, this is what I know.
Yeah.
These are the facts. This
Yeah.
is real. You're being fucked. You're being lied to. And it's not like there's not a motivation.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of money they're making by fucking you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a insane sum of money that's involved in a lot of these decisions.
Yeah.
And these decisions roll on whether or not we complain or not. But at least it kind of puts things in check.
Maybe that's the solution. Just show how much money people are making.
Yeah.
Show how much money CNN makes from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh,
and then you will look at every story about pharmaceuticals through that lens.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
That's it.
Anderson Cooper. They do it like right in your face. Brought to you by Pfizer.
The vaccines are perfect. Let's go to a commercial.
Yeah, brought to you by Pfizer.
Yeah.
You will not get this virus. You will not transmit this virus. The virus stops with you. And no one complains.
Now, do you think that the people that are disseminating information are aware of the bullshit, or they are the useful idiots? Meaning, like,
I think at a certain point in time, they must be aware.
And if they're aware, they're evil.
They're trapped.
But
They're trapped. Because I think initially most people did think that the vaccines were going to work.
And it doesn't have to be vaccines. It can be anything. But once you're pushing out information that you know to be false,
right,
and you're potentially hurting people,
right,
it doesn't have to be vaccines. It can be anything.
Right now, you're evil.
That's evil.
That's evil. Yeah.
I don't fault someone who's maybe ignorant or a useful idiot or really passionate about a thing. But the person that knows and still puts it out.
But you have plausible deniability because you're using the opinion of the air quotes experts that are sanctioned. And so they will tell you things and you will say things and you will read articles that support that and you will go, oh, this is a fact.
Not if you're motivated by the agenda of your sponsors. Like, if you know that you have to have a certain opinion on the platform and that opinion is based on the people who are paying to sponsor the show, you are aware.